right with God by the things he did, he would have something to boast about, but not in God's sight.
Go ahead.
The scripture says Abraham believed God, and because of his faith, God accepted him as righteous.
Go ahead.
Those who work are paid wages, but they are not regarded as a gift. They are something that
they work for.
They have earned.
Go ahead.
And those who depend on faith, not on deeds, and who believe in the God who declares the guilty to be innocent, it is this faith that God takes into account in order to put them right with himself.
So now, irrespective of your shortcomings, there is one thing God expects you to do. God is expecting us to do one thing. He wants us to have good faith in Him. He wants us to put our faith in Him. He wants us to believe in Him. And the more you believe God, the more righteous you become. Now, when you believe in the Lord, become very strong. You'll be very careful to sin against Him. So God wants people who will believe in Him and have great faith in Him. Because the more you believe in Him, and the more you have great faith in Him, it is accounted to you as righteous. Righteousness is something you can't work against. But you are believing in God, your faith in God produces righteousness. God is great. So when you believe in grace, and you know grace is at our disposal, and grace can do everything for us, and you start respecting grace and not disrespecting grace, then grace will help you. Grace will help you to produce righteousness. The work of grace is to help me and you to live a right life with God. The work of grace is helping me and you to walk righteously. The same Roman, are you there with me? The same Roman, at the Roman chapter 4. No, you're taking that. Now, read for me the book of Romans 8, 12 and 6, quickly.
Romans
chapter 8.
Chapter 8.
Yeah, 12 and 6. Yeah, go ahead.
Verses 12. So then, my brothers and sisters, we have an obligation, but it is not to live as our human nature wants us to live.
Now, if grace is abound, then each and every one of us, we are under an obligation. Now, some of us, we want God to do great things for us. Because God has said it. Somebody lift up your head. Are you there with me? Now I want to see you on your face. Some of us and Christians, now the only thing that we know that is with God, that God is in great, he's under what? A great obligation to do something for us because we are coming from Him, and therefore our expectation is so high. We are very expectant because God is under great obligation. He's standing in the place where He has to bless us. And this is the mindset each and every one of us have. We possess this mindset that it is always in the right of God to bless us. It is always in the right of God to transform our life. It is always in the right of God to bring to things that are not as though they were. And every time we have become expectant, and our expectation is so high, so we end up saying God is under a great obligation to bless us. Now, if God is under great obligation to bless you, then you are also under a great obligation to live right. If God is under great obligation to bless us, God is our last hope in terms of blessing. It is in the right of God. It is in the judicial right of God And
you also,
and
it is in your right not to live in sin, but you live a righteous life. You live under that great obligation to do the right thing. Some go. When God gives out, you also do what? You also give out. So when God keep on blessing you, what do you do with your life? You live a kind of life that will please Him. So you are also under a great obligation to do what?
To live a righteous life.
Because you have expected God all this year to do something for you. God also wants you to do something for you. Or punish the devil. And take it today. Now go ahead and look there. Go ahead.
Romans chapter 8.
Verse 12. Now listen carefully.
So then.
Somebody says so then.
So then.
You see, and there are some who are even very difficult to say so then. With their paintings, they are black paintings.